Dude, this blade hits all the marks. Check it out. We've got chips from the heel to the point, scratches all over the blade. We've got a dead handle, and we've got a giant warp. So in this video, we're gonna be using all of it. The 2x42, the Tormek, the 8-inch buffer, the 1x30, the kangaroo leather strop, and a Hizumi bow. And if this thing isn't shaving sharp when I'm done, well, I guess my name's on the thumbnail. So let's go ahead and grind. Oh yeah, I've been waiting for this blade for a long time. I needed a blade that had all of the issues. Chipped, bad profile, scratched up, dead handle, warped, bent, all of it. You name it, this was it. So I gotta try a new protocol in all of my machines to see how fast I can fix this thing. This is my conditioning belt, my 2x42, and the speed and efficiency of cleaning up the scratches now is absolutely insane. I love this thing. Belts actually aren't that expensive. The big investment, of course, is the machine itself. You ever seen those videos on the internet of people working dents out of cars using special lights and looking for the lines bending in reflections? That's what I'm doing here with this zebra looking panel here. Now that I know where my bends are, I'm using the special knife straightener to work them out. And this tool is an absolute game changer for me. I was using these little dinky little pliers. Just, they don't do good when you're using harder steel. Soft stuff, it can work, but 90% of knives, it's pointless. So here we are, just working out these bends. This is the most time consuming process for me. Watch how much this blade flexes here to get this bend to straighten this thing out. And boom, I'm happy. And it's about time to move on to the next step here. Now that we've got all of our bends out, we've cleaned up most of the scratches, not all of them, but most of them, making it look better. Let's buff this thing out. Let's get the 8-inch buffing wheels with the airway wheels. Boy, that's a mouthful. And let's start polishing up this blade. This is a very dangerous step. I didn't show this on camera, but what I always do before this step is I'll round out the spine of the blade. A lot of blades come with a square spine. The only purpose of that I can even think of is to swipe food off of a cutting board. Other than that, what's the purpose of it? So round it out. It's way safer when it's rounded. It can still catch, so be careful. Most dangerous area when you're doing this is the heel of the blade. Always make sure that edge is away from you. Here we are, we're gonna start working the handle. The perspective makes it looks like the heel is very close to that wheel. I assure you it's not. In fact, don't even do this step, okay? This is too dangerous. But nonetheless, have you ever seen those videos where people polish wooden pencils on lathes and stuff? That's basically what I'm doing here is I'm putting a nice polish on this. This is my heavier coarse grit airway wheel. It's woven fabric, and it's impregnated with some abrasives here, some little tiny particles. And then I got that big old stick, the heavy cut polish compound. And then here we are with the finishing wheel. This one's got the lowest grit. And we're gonna apply some compound on there and put our finish on this handle. And boy, does it turn out looking good. And I'm just being extra careful with the heel. Now in this case, this customer, they're coming in just to get a sharpening. So when they get this knife, they're gonna be like, holy cow, look, I can't see most of my scratches anymore. I've got a nice polish all over my blade. The profile of this blade was something else. I mean, this thing was all rounded out. I don't know if it was built like that or maybe over, home self-sharpening. It got this weird roundedness, but first things first, let's get rid of the chips. So that's what we're doing here, just taking our time so we don't build up heat. And then now that we got the chips out, what I did was focus on the profile, kind of straightening things out down by the heel. time to put that apex on the blade. This is 200 grit diamond belt. I'm using an angle guide 17.2 degrees if I remember correctly. Put a lot of work up to this point. You don't want to have to start over with the buffing, so I suggest putting some tape on the face of the blade so you do not get a scratch from that angle guide. Metal particles can build up on it and you can get these really annoying light scratches. And we're just going back and forth until we apex. The second we apex, boom, we're putting on that 600 grit aluminum oxide and we're just sucking it up the nostrils there. Really wise decision on my part. I've reduced the angle from 17.2 down to 17 degrees and I am minimizing the burr. I'm thinning the burr. It's going to be there when I'm done with this step, but we've got a step afterwards to remove the burr or minimize it to the point where it just don't stinking matter. So here we are on the Tormek, the final machine we'll be using in this progression. And we're using the leather wheel. This is essentially, I'm stropping. And this wheel has some really special diamond powder that I found. It's 3 micron. It's the equivalent of like, I think 2,500, 3,000 grit. And yeah, buddy. Look at how sharp this thing is. Make a wish. Dude, only 10 minutes from dull and tired to shiny in 4K. If you want to see before and after photos, stick around to the end. Man, if you need to elevate or want to elevate your sharpening and knife repair restoration game, this video is your cheat code. Not to mention, I need to mention, KFMK, they're doing a giveaway. They're one of our partners. And they're giving away a 1x30 sharpening machine. All you got to do in the comments below, share your favorite machine, stone, whatever your go-to for sharpening is, put it in the comments below. And then see my pinned comment or description and join the Sharpeners Discord. Once you're there, shoot me a DM with your YouTube username. And on January 30th, we'll do a drawing. Someone's gonna win. All right, see you. Boom, we did the entire process on video, less than 10 minutes. Look at that. The before is just kind of dull and tired, and boom, now it looks like shiny right out of the box. Absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna be running all my knives through this process. I'm super excited to keep practicing and mastering this. Look at that. Oh, I'm proud of this one. Can't wait to hear from the customer after they see the video.